So far, it's been basically a really close match, and I reckon it's just going to continue on that way.
And of course, catch this game live at exclusive here on Highlands FM, or you can log on to highlandsfm.org.au to catch it all. We do have some injury updates on Brad Mitchell. Jess, you were down at the Romsey Hierarchy. What did you find out?
Yeah, they're not sure exactly what has happened, but they know it's his wrist. They don't know how bad it is or anything like that, so it seems like he might have to go and get some x-rays or something like that.
But could be suspected broken wrist.
Could be very bad. They're not sure.
We'll certainly we'll find out. Our thoughts with him and the club. Hopefully he gets it all clear. We had seen bad injuries in football. As Ruperts would have pressed forward through Riley, up towards centre half forward, and Burlack takes a good mark. Third in line for Romsey. He'll bring the ball up towards centre wing. He finds Green. He's got the short sleeves on, and he finds his teammate there in Wilson. Handball out commentary side towards Henderson. He picks it up. He's got three Rupo boys to contend with. Just got boots of ball. Opportunity here for Green. Just screws a kick around the body to Streeter. Left foot kick up towards half forward. And Dawson couldn't take the mark after kicking the spectacular goal late in the second term. Romerall pushing back. He gets a handball out to Streeter. He's wrapped up 55 metres out from goal. Too high. Free kick to Cam Streeter for Romsey. Up towards centre half forward, now down the corridor. And I think that's Tazari. Ball towards Davidson. Good work in there from the Ruperts with defender. Bashes it over the line. We'll see a boundary throw in Veach.
Yeah, that was a good play there by Romsey. They had it out there wide on the 50 mark, and then they were able to just centre her up. But it was a bit unlucky there. He was on a great lead, and the third man just came across and was able to punch it over for a boundary.
Ball deep inside the forward line here for the Redbacks. A kick into the left of Vidal or the Sunbury end, and Rupertswood to the College end. And holding the man, free kick to Rupertswood across the left back pocket, looking to further progress up the ground. That free kick was awarded there to Webber. His brother, I think, still stranded on game 199. They tell me he won't be too far back for making game 200 as the ball at half back there for Rupertswood. They turn it over, holding the ball. Free kick paid against Nick Agnello. Good pressure there from the Redbacks out there on the outer side, and they'll win the free kick. Looking for options further up the ground. They trail this one by 2 points, early stages, third term. The Premiership quarter here in Highlands FM. Ball up towards the hot spot, up towards the goal square. Gaunt flew for Rupertswood, hit the ground. Rupertswood shark it across half back. Handball dished over the top. And it's picked off there by Smith up towards centre wing to Ben Brennan. He's got the Story hot on his hammer. Fell into that one. Good pressure there. Plenty of Romsey players around this one. They should win it through Streeter. Perhaps a Highlands FM hanging rock contender. Up towards Chris Petoro there on half forward. He takes a bounce in front of court. He'd love to kick a goal here, Chris Petoro. It goes long and it fades across to Egan for Rupertswood, who just keeps it in. He's got support there from Wilson. And we'll see a boundary throw in about 25 metres out from goal, left forward pocket there for Romsey. And it's 59 to 57 here on Highlands FM. Carlton running away with it over against the GWS. They're 81 to 38 in the third term over there. Over at the Docklands. Ball now, handball from Green. Streeter, he's wrapped up. Called his name more than 24 times this afternoon. An opportunity here for that was Smith who kicked the ball out. Romsey will send the ball back in as quick as you can guess. But now Romsey looking to win possession here, about 25 metres out from goal. Opportunity here for Dawson. Yes! Yes, it does. It bounces through. The fists are pumping, and Dawson, he's kicked another magnificent goal. That's 4 today, and just the one to put them in front, Veach. Special.
Yeah, that was a very unique kind of shot. He tried to snap it over, but it went along the ground, and it looked like the Rupo guy who was down there in the box was going to get a spoil onto it, but just the lucky bounce just gets it over the top of his head and just straight through the high diddle diddle.
Ah,
yes, the high diddle diddle shirts. I've seen one of those shirts running around, Jess.
I was just going to say it's an unusually high goal kicking amount for Dawson today. He usually can kick 1 or 2, but 4's pretty high for him.
Well, I think he kicked 2 goals 4 last week. As Ben Brennan takes a mark here for Rupertswood at centre half forward. He gets it out towards his brother. Good spoil there from Burlack. Ball hits the deck. Wilson's got a couple of Rupo boys to contend with. It's a 3-on-1. A handball underground towards Lee Brennan. His teammate ducked. as the ball is sharked out here. Ball about 25 metres out from goal. Kick along the ground there from Romsey. Out towards Mills and Podolzak. Mills picks it up along the boundary line, up towards centre wing on the outer side towards Green. He's had the ball spoiled there from Nearly, and we'll see a boundary throw in around about 65 to 70 metres out from goal, centre wing outer side. And it is all happening, and just a look at the weather front. It looks like we won't see any rain this afternoon, just cold conditions. And we're all loving it. Blue sky, gone. It's faded from sight, to the heartbreak of the fans here this afternoon. Ball still along the boundary line. Rupert's Wood with a kick around the body up towards Riley, just over his head. I think it might be Podolzak here. He runs to 40. He kicks a golden point. And he gives Phil Romerall a bit of the don't argue. And Podolzak kicks the first score of the quarter for Rupert's Wood. They're now 9-6-60, trailing Romsey 10-3-63.
What's actually surprised me so far in this game is that even though the conditions of the ground, both teams have been pretty accurate in front of goals. Like, even though Rupert's would have got like 6 behinds on the board, about 2 of them have been rushed. So when it comes to having shots at goal, both teams have been pretty accurate.
They have been from set shots. They're spot on there, Veach. Been a big day for football here. Just got the handball there was Smith at half forward here for Rupert's Wood. Tazari gets a handball over the top out towards Doug on the boundary line. Get a stat, Doug! He's going to get a stat. Doug, of course, going to the interchange bench just to recover. And, of course, Doug's kick there, earning him 10 Supercoach points. I've got him as captain in my team. Valuable points there for Doug McIver. Highlands FM commentary, special comments. As Romerall returns the ball over to Slater, up towards centre half forward to Lee Brennan and Burlak. I think, was it Story down there? Not too sure. It is Story. It's a 2-on-1. Story wrapped up straight away. Ball 15 metres out from goal. Is it going to slip out? Is the umpire going to pay holding the ball? No. As Doug returns from a hard day at the office. Very valuable stat here on centre wing to send the ball along for Rupert's Wood. And ball 15 metres out from Rupert's Wood. Attacking goal. They're kicking to the right of it. Dial. Ball bashed out towards Ben Brennan. He's wrapped up. Beautiful tackle there by Austin. Holding the ball. Free kick to Romsey. Defensive 30. It's 63-60. How long, Jess, into this quarter?
7 minutes, Chris.
7 minutes. 1 goal just kicked in this one. Ball up towards centre wing. Gaunt. He flew and he took a beautiful mark. He gets it to Webber, who sends it out towards centre half forward. Good mark. Almost there from Podolzak. Perhaps the chop of the arms. Perhaps the mark was paid. Either way, Rupert's Wood will have a shot at goal. Just about almost dead set in front, and Doug is taking some deserved minutes. Have a break, mate. You've had a hard day at the office so far with the special guests this afternoon, left, right and centre, giving you a 360-degree insight into this great game of football. Of course, between Rupert's Wood and Romsey. Podolzak, about 50 metres out from goal. 6-pointer! Oh, what a game this is turning out to be as the Redbacks, they're now trailing this by 3 points. It has been goal for goal to start the proceedings here. And Podolzak, he's second. He's kicked 2-1 on today, Veach. But they're working hard, Rupo. They're coming.
Yeah, they've been digging in tough. They've been trying to get it around their 15. They've been trying to tap it in. But Podolzak, he's popped up a few times and he's had a couple of set shots at goal. He's kicked 1 goal 1 so far. So if he can get far in, I'm pretty sure the rest of Rupo will be able to lift as well.
He's kicked, I think, is it 2?
2 goals 1 he's kicked.
Beautiful.
Just on the DFEB program, listeners, that halftime chat, I'll just give you an update quickly, if I may, Chris, and the team. The website, defibforlife.org.au, defibforlife.org.au.
We'll post that into our Facebook page, Highlands FM Sports Team, on the Facebook engine, and any other information that we can certainly help. So it's DFib for Life. Was it there, Dougie?
Yes, DFIB, DEFIB, for life.org.au.
And of course, for those tuning in on Red Onion throughout the coming week, they'll punch that into their search engines, bring it up there in the next tab and check all that out and all the details about the interview as we see another boundary throw in front of the Rupert's Wood hierarchy. It is 10-6-66 to 10-3-63. Beach, have we got any other scores from throughout the RDFL? A few one-sided games going on there, mate.
Yeah, I'll just get onto that in one tick.
Beautiful. as Carlton have surged ahead to 60-point lead over GWS. As Ruperts would take the mark across half-back, outer side. Kick up towards the middle of the ground, and I think that might be Riley again getting plenty of the ball up towards West. Of course, his direct opponent, Mitchell, off the ground with a suspected wrist injury. Up towards centre half forward. Mark taken there by Lee Brennan. He'll just go back and he'll kick this. The man on the mark is about 50 metres out, and he'll send this through, Dougie.
Good. And thinking of Paddy Plowman again as the boundary umpire, you just mentioned the Western Sydney. They're trailing a bit. What was that score again?
99-40 now.
Yes, and we feel for the Western Sydney club, and the Plowmans, I'm sure, are right in there and backing Lockie all the way through. And there's a goal here.
It is. Brennan goes bang, and that is another for the Brennan family this afternoon. He's kicked 4 now, and his brother has kicked. He's kicked 1 on the board today. So the Brennan boys have kicked 5 up forward. And Lee's worked a little bit further up the ground. I think Veach, we recall that first quarter, he kicked 2 from that same spot that he just kicked his 3rd from.
Yeah, it's just down here on the right pocket. Yeah, down Salesian end. He's just been able to just get his fix in on where to actually aim for, and he's just been able to slot it through every time.
Well, he's kicked 4 straight on the board this afternoon. Doesn't look like slowing down either, as the margin's extended back out to 9 points, 72-63. How long, Jess?
11 minutes, Chris.
11 minutes. Thanks heaps as we're getting ready to see Romsey encroach forward again through Streeter. Right foot kick up towards left half, forward towards Austin, and he takes a good mark.
And young Jared Gillian for Romsey in that midfield clash. He's feeling the worst of the weather, I think.
Oh, he is. It's his second game in Romsey colours.
He came off second best. A good physical clash, but he's finding it hard.
As the kick goes out of bounds on the full. Yeah, it's not a big day for big fellas, Dougie.
Yeah, that's right. And he's skin and bone. It's a great footy game.
Well, hopefully he can get a Guernsey next week for the grand final replay, live and exclusive on Highlands FM. As Gort there on the outer side tries to spot up a teammate there in Nally, or nearly. Romsey win a free kick.
Good to see young Jared. He was in the mix there. He's back into it again.
Working hard. And Phil Romerall playing a starring role up in the back line is now pushing up to the midfield. Probably to make up for the absence there of guys of Brad Mitchell in the midfield.
Yes, he's a sad loss to Romsey, the way he plays the game, and he can swing around the back line, come up into the midfield, down to the forward line.
We know Mitch
a bit of a sweeper.
Probably a bit like Mitch Farmer as well. He's I think he's out for another 4 weeks still. Whereas Ruperts Wood, they're looking to be pretty good. They've got a few stars coming back in the next few weeks, which is great for their team as they have the ball on a string out there on the outer side. Ball pumped up towards the middle of the ground. Which way is it going to bounce? It's going to bounce in the attacking zone and in favour of Angus Story. He's bumped off the ball there by west of Ruperts Wood. Ball now at ground level. There's Jason Dunn. He's at the bottom of that one, and we will see a ball up just right of centre Ruperts Wood's attacking zone, 72-63.
And it's always the reason why you have a reserves team back up, and you've got to get those fellows, give them the experience so that when they're required up in the senior level to get in there and then get the experience at the top level, Chris.
Well, they are. There's some 2 good teams out here this afternoon. You've got to earn your spot. Unfortunately, if you're on the Romsey Redback side, despite them having to keep winning, if you get injured, there's good players coming up.
Yeah. And if you get dropped from your senior team for form, well, make the most of it. When you go down, get your form back, get your confidence back, and show the selectors, look, I'm worthy of selection.
That's exactly right, and we're seeing the Ruperts Wood boys trying to earn their spots today as the ball heads out towards half back for the Ruperts Wood team. On the outer side, in front of nearby the Romsey hierarchy, 9 points the margin. And Romsey looking to head forward again. Newell is dispossessed there by Tim Neely. Ball now ground level, centre half forward. Jess, when you got a second, what was Ruperts Wood's biggest lead of the afternoon?
Biggest lead of the afternoon so far has still been 19 points at the 5-minute mark of the second quarter.
Magnificent when they really broke out there. And a 50-metre penalty be awarded against, I think, Chris Petrora. Now, he's arguing to deaf ears because the umpire, Nick Luke, was right on it. The Petrora was warned not to get in the protected zone. and therefore the kick come out and ricocheted off Petroro, who got too close, and therefore the 50-metre penalty was awarded, so a good decision paid. Now,
Way out on his own here, Chris, in front of us.
yeah, just
West.
West. Not related to Adam. He's, of course, a Batman. Ball heads out towards Lee
Yes.
Brennan there on the boundary in front of Burlack.
This is anyone's game. That's a motherhood statement at the moment for all of us here. It's anyone's game.
It certainly is. Although you would probably think as Brennan has a shot, or he's be lining up from goal left half forward. I think Ruperts would have been in front for most of the game, or more than Romsey. Yep, Jess gives a big thumbs up of approval. As Brennan, he's tucked up there on the boundary line, probably a little bit ambitious from what he can do, but he can certainly prove us wrong. It fades, it'll land just outside the goal square, ball about 5 metres out and through for a rush behind. And I think as Vici sort of pointed out, mate, Ruperts would have got a lot of rush behinds this afternoon.
Yeah, that's their third rush behind so far for the game.
So they've missed 4 shots, 4 direct shots a goal from their 11 goals 7, as West taken over the boundary line by Wilson. Wilson and West guys they've played pretty well today for their respective sides.
Yes.
Yeah, they've shined when they've been needed to. They've been, especially I've noticed West a lot lately. He's been able to just float around here out in the wing, get the possessions to pump them forward.
Well, again, as we sort of pointed out, he and Mitchell were direct opponents. Now West has been able to win plenty of the ball, much in the same respect as Mitchell had. As Romsey advanced forward, up towards Dawson, nudged underneath it, in the back, free kick. And he's having a day out for the Redbacks. He's going for goal number what there, Veach?
Goal number 5 there. So if he kicks this, he'll have a bag of goals.
I noticed in the RDFL Celebrity Footy tipping that Ollie Matthews has gone for Rupertswood, as has Ben Brennan, the Essendon Football Club Community Engagement Manager.
Of course, Benny Brennan, number 29 this afternoon for the Rupertswood boys. Dawson gets underneath it. It's a goal. It is a goal. We saw Dawson kick 2-4 last week from 6 shots. He's kicked 5 straight this week. He's having a day out here at Rupertswood. The lead has been cut back now to 4 points. It's 11-3. 69 to 11-7, 73. And Jess will bring us a very valuable stat as well. When was the last time Romsey kicked the point?
That was the 4-minute mark of this quarter. Oh, point, sorry.
Yep.
Oh, ages ago. First quarter, 20 minutes.
20 minutes into the first. So, and how long are we in this quarter?
17.
17 minutes, almost 2 full quarters since Romsey is last behind. Rupertswood now heading forward. That's stats for its finest. You don't get much better than that here on Highlands FM. Ball now, Rupertswood, Podolzak, he snaps around the body, up towards Ben Brennan, bounces in front of him, he's got Wilson hot on his hammer, and we'll see a boundary throw in left forward pocket, 15 metres out from the Rupertswood goal, 73 to 69.
Todd Podolzak did great work around the pack there.
Veach around the grounds, mate.
Yes, Kilmore 21, Riddle 71, Rockbank 91, Broadford 38, and Wooden Heskett 29 to Wallen 87.
Ooh, big games over there, third quarter. I think for all those games. Third quarter here on Highlands FM, not too far away from time on. Petroro, left foot kick up towards centre wing. And Wilson flew for Rupertswood, couldn't bring the chocolates. He wins the ball down now with a handball. Finds a teammate there on the left foot, and Slater up towards half forward. Good positioning there from Aaron Smith. He's about 65 metres out from goal, half forward.
It had to be excellent delivery, and it was, Chris.
Oh, he did. It was perfect. Up towards a hot spot, 15 metres out from goal.
Off
Who's
the
there? Lee Brennan soccers off the ground and it bounces through for a minor score. Straight across the face of goal. 4-1 today for Lee Brennan.
Yes, he had an opportunity, actually. Then he thought he was under greater pressure, perhaps.
Well, he almost could have picked it up now.
Yes.
It's 74 to 69, 5 points of margin. We have got the big one. Forget Fevolution over at Bacchus Marsh. We're here at Rupertswood and we're seeing a cliffhanger. As Petroro that there on the outer side. He ran too far, said the umpire, Nick Luke. And a free kick to Tim Neely that there on the outer side.
He has that wonderful pace to break a game open, and he was endeavouring to display his pace, but he didn't get rid of the ball within the 10 metres.
Rupertswood looking to press forward again now. Gaunt, right foot kick, just up to Podolzak, who takes the mark.
Romsey player on the ground over there after that last contest.
Yeah, he got an elbow to the face from a Rupertswood player. I don't know whether it was an intentional or not, but the umpire missed it.
Yes.
I think, and
Yes.
he just went splat
Yes, he-
straight on the ground. I think it was Petroro actually.
Yeah, he was
Petaro.
defending. Yes, it was part of the clash of the game. Yes,
He was. It was the Ruperts Wood player wasn't looking in
Okay.
that way, and we can certainly hope. We'll check the video footage, rdfl.org.au on Monday to find out that one at the near the 20-minute mark of the third quarter, just to double check as Burlack takes the mark. It's in the goal square. There's a torpedo up here towards half forward and centre wing region. Picked off there by Smith. Right foot kick. That is perfect. Just over the head there of Ben Brennan. Romsey with some numbers at ground level through Mills. They'll switch across to the outer side to centre wing.
Dangerous for Romsey, or dangerous for Rupertswood on the other hand.
Yeah, Petrora, he does take a bounce. Left foot kick. What a goal this will be. What a goal this is.
That was class.
Oh, we saw Lewis Jetta kick a goal like that last week. Speed to burn. That is Highlands FM goal of the century by the way that was sort of going. What a goal.
Indeed, and he certainly has excited the followers of the Riddle District Football League tournament whenever he's playing. It's terrific to see a player like that. And people, if you're listening in and you want to get out sometimes and watch community football, come out and get out there and wherever the tournament is. But think of the Riddle District Football League. Think of the matches we're doing. You can see some very good play and good players.
And good scores at 75-74 in favour of the visitors this afternoon. Plenty of lead changes in this term on Highlands FM and 88.1 FM at this very ground. Ball out towards centre wing. Plenty of players slipping over in the slippery conditions. Now picked off there by Streeter. Right foot kick up towards left half forward. Dawson. He's got Johnson hot on his hammer.
Oh, sensible play. Well done.
From Dawson there, Egan for Rupert's Wood. Just got a high tackle. Don't change your radio dials. We have got the big match of the round here on Highlands FM.
That was a good soccer use, soccer skills put to the fore, and he was locked up in the pocket, kicked it away from the boundary line back in towards the goal line. That was very good play by Romsey, but it's gone down the other end now, Chris.
Yeah, this is Brennan of the Lever right. He had the ball spoiled from him. Picked off there by Nearly. Chance here for Rupert's Wood. They've got a couple players in there and they'll look to raffle it. Here's a chance. I think it might have been Riley hot under the hammer here. Romsey with some numbers. Handball. Just get the ball onto the boot, says the coach. Not coming. It's not forthcoming. Rupert's Wood might just get the next kick and kick a goal out of this one. Although it does come off the back heel there. I think
terrific contested play here. Romsey would be a bit disappointed not getting the ball away there.
And they'll raffle it.
And Rupert's Wood will get a goal out of this. That's a wonderful contested play in there.
Lee Brennan uncontested, as you said there, Dougie. 30 metres out from goal, Veach. Something special there. What a contest.
Oh, it's just starting to heat up, and the scoreline doesn't really help it that much for this game. As far as I'm aware of it, is 74-75, so this is only the third quarter. I hate to think what the last quarter is going to be like.
Fantastic. Think about we're up the other end and that kick off the boundary line. We're down to the other end as quickly as that, and a goal to Rupert's Wood. Well done, Rupert's Wood.
Yes, certainly. We've got Lee Brennan at one end with 5-1, and we've got Dawson at the other with 5 straight. And the lead has been resurrected again to Rupert's Wood. Now, at three-quarter time, we will get the lead changes. We'll give Jess some homework to do here on Highlands FM because we've seen a lot of them. It's 80-75, the amount of lead changes in this quarter. Something special. We're talking leading goal kickers. How many has Davidson kicked this afternoon?
Matt Davidson, he's only just had the 2. He hasn't really been spotted at all in this third quarter. So Egan, who's been playing on him, has kept him really quiet.
Around the grounds in the AFL, Carlton 120 lead GWS 41. They've run away with it in the big one here. Over there.
Well, there we are. Three-quarter time. Not much in it, Chris, the score here at three-quarter time.
It's 12-8, 80 Rupert's Wood to Romsey, 12-3, 75. Of course, 3 rush behinds in that score there for Rupert's Wood. But big final term here on Highlands FM. Don't change a dial. This is a game for the ages and the biggest game we've seen this year other than the Interleague. We're all loving it. You're listening to Doug, Beachy, Jess and Yandy. Back with a final term right after this. We're getting ready to start this all-important final term. It's 80-75 in favour of Rupert's Wood this afternoon. A ball goes up. Ball hits the ground, socket off the ground there by Petroros. Belted long there by Streeter. Up towards centre, half forward. Out there on the outer side. Gaunt gets a good kick around the body. Bounces towards the boundary line. And just taken out there by Chris Kendall, defensive 45.
Isn't it wonderful to think, folks, here we are where the Ashes were founded. Okay, cricket. We think of cricket and we think of football. We think of Tom Wills and football, the winter game to get people fit for cricket. And we've got the Ashes series coming up shortly.
Oh, yes, unfortunately not on free-to-air either, which is disappointing, Douglas.
Yes.
Better stick to the radio. As Romsey pumped the ball along by Jack Mills. And he kicks a minor score to open up this one in the final terms. Jack Mills, the coach of the under 18.5 Saul Romsey.
Now, the third quarter scores were, 12-8 to 12-5? 12-3. 12-8 to 12-3.
Now it's 76 to 80.
So, okay, 5 points the difference at three-quarter time. And now, we're at what point?
We're about 2 minutes, 1 minute gone.
And we're
1.5?
1.5. And what is it? 12-10, is it? 12-9.
12-9.
12-9.
So 12-8 to 12-4 here on Highlands FM. And Blake Henderson takes a mark there about 45 metres out from goal. Of course, when we are looking at the scoreboard, we've got the clearness of the big marquee sort of blurring the scores as the ball heads out to the forward line. I think that might have been Danny Harris. No, I've got nothing.
Yes, so we've got 12-8 to 12-5. The main thing is for the listeners, 12-8 to 12-5. Just 3 or 4 minutes into the last quarter.
Opening stages of this one. Ball out towards centre wing. Highlands FM team about to get a stat, as well as Red Onion as well. They keep Ruperts will keep the ball in play through Agnello. Good play for Ruperts Wood through the junior program. Ball slips up towards Shannon Green. Works his way through traffic. The perfect torpedo. Spun beautifully up towards Streeter on the half volley. Austin tried to come in. Sharked out of there by Morris. Up towards centre half forward. Tazuri, I think that might be him that's wrapped up there, pickpocketed there by Murphy. Ball at centre half forward still. Now it's centre half back for Romsey as Blake Henderson wins the ball. He pumps along to a 2-on-3. And Gaunt couldn't quite bring it down for Ruperts Wood. Here on centre wing, commentary side. And umpire Nick Luke will ball it up.
Of course, the Riddle District Football Netball League representative player, Gaunt, went in strongly there and held the ball up for Ruperts Wood.
Showing just how good he is this afternoon. Gillian and Henderson, the two keys tools in there, the ruck for Romsey. Ball now at ground level, picked up there by Petroro. Wheels it out to Streeter. 55 out from goal to guess who? Umpire calls play on. He'd be filthy there. This ball in the goal square. Davidson tries. Good pressure there from Ruperts Wood. Here's a chance. Johnson, he's under pressure there from Davidson, and he gives away a free kick.
Yes, he sat on the player's back and a free kick to Ruperts Wood.
To Cam Johnson, defensive 7. And across the right back pocket up towards...
good mark. Cam Dawson.
He's lifted.
He's had a good day. And he's caught here, I think.
Just got his handball away. Kick around the body. That might have been from Newell. Bumped off the ball as it kicked at Dave Morris. Up towards centre wing on the outer side. Murphy's the first one there. He overruns it. Tazari picks it up. Left foot kick. Passes this one
well defended, Ruperts Wood. Putting his body across the ball as the player was kicking the ball. Well done, Ruperts Wood.
80 to 77 in favour of Ruperts Wood this afternoon. What a game of football we've witnessed. As good as it gets.
Indeed, a very good game, and it's a lot of interest in how Ruperts Wood finishes off the game, because against Sunbury Kangaroos, they faded out in the last quarter. They were right in there for 3 quarters, but just couldn't stay in for the 4 quarters, and Budgie, they've made a good start in this quarter too.
Well, they're coming now.
But Romsey are attacking, as we know.
They are. Romsey with a free kick to Streeter for too high. Up towards centre half forward. Good spoil coming there from Wilson. Of the mixed variety from Ruperts Wood. Almost fell over there, and he did. Was Aaron Smith. He's got plenty of trouble, plenty of numbers here. Gillian gets a handball out towards the boundary line. 70 metres out from goal. Gaunt bumped as he kicked it. Just in the field of play. It worked beautifully to Smith. Right in front of his commentary side. This is the way. This is as close as we love it.
Aaron Smith, well done.
He's worked hard up towards Ben Brennan.
Yes,
the Dukes.
good. Yes, Aaron's played a good game today.
He has. He's lifted in this second half. Ben Brennan, 70 metres out from goal. He looks to find his brother. Burlak come from the side, slips out towards Brennan. He was taken high.
Lee Brennan was hit hard.
And
he's feeling it.
It's his back, I think. In the side, ball up towards centre half forward now for Romsey. Dawson looking to bring in Green. He comes around half forward. It's coming. It's just
behind.
missed.
And Lee Brennan's still on the ground. back here when the contest was taken up on the half-forward line of Rupert's Wood. The ball down into Rupert's Wood's end at the moment.
I reckon he might be winded at a
Yes.
hunch. Because he did the contact didn't necessarily come in too high, but just in from the side.
He was putting his hands around his stomach, and you could have a point there. Let's hope it's not as serious as it looks.
We'll keep an eye on that one, guys, as Austin
Ooh.
pumps the ball forward long for Romsey towards. Guess who? Davidson. Good work there from Egan with the
Egan
spoil.
again. It's been a good contest between Davidson and Egan. What do you think, Jessica?
Yeah, it's been a very good contest, and I think Egan has been winning because Davidson's only managed to have a couple of goals on the board, so he's obviously doing a very good job.
Yes, and I've noticed that you've been watching that contest very closely during the day.
Yes.
They're both similar build, aren't they?
Yeah, they are
know.
quite similar, and maybe that's the secret, Doug.
And maybe it's a secret here. And look at this free kick here to Dawson. Sorry, guys. To Davidson, the man in question. Now, he almost did he threatened to give a little bit of jab. That's why I wanted to sort of be careful. Might have got reversed to Egan. But Jesse has been under pressure all day.
Yeah, he certainly has. I don't think he's used to it, really.
Opportunity here for Davidson, about 30 metres out from goal. It's going to be 50 anyway. He missed it.
And Davidson goes up to Egan. Now, what's all that about?
Well, I think Egan's given him a little bit of treatment.
Stirring him up a bit.
Egan's given him a little bit of treatment all day, letting him out just a good, hard slog. And Davidson ended up missing that shot from 30 metres out from goal, so just as well the 50 was paid. So free kick, 50 metre, and goal! That is another lead margin. It is now an astonishing 13-6-84 to 12-8-80. And Jess, but using the value of our statistics, how many lead changes would there have been over the course of this second half? At a guess.
Whoa.
See how
Let
you
me
go.
just count.
How many score changes?
I think 5.
5 score changes in this second half. What a game of football. And the biggest margin for this second half.
Biggest margin was 9 points for Rupert's Wood at the 15-minute mark of the third quarter.
So there we go. No more than 9 points in it since the Rupo led by 2 points at half-time.
And Romsey have got their noses in front.
They do. It's 84-80, about, 5 minutes gone? Roughly?
It's actually closer to 8.
8 minutes gone here in this final term. Rupert's would need the next one. That is an understatement because we know how good Romsey are at getting back-to-back goals. Ball socket out towards centre wing here, Coventry side nearly. He's got Wilson hot on his hammer towards the boundary line. We'll see a throw in 70 metres out from goal.
As you just correctly said, it's important for Rupert's Wood to keep boring in, keep the pressure on and look for that fellow running by. They've got to contest that ball, get the ball out to the fellow running by and kick it up to their offensive line.
Boundary throw in here. 4 points of margin in favour of the Redbacks. Free kick for a hold. Now Slater, by the looks of that interpretation, won the ball with one hand and held the Blake Henderson's jumper with the other. And a free kick
Yes.
to Gillian.
A couple of free kicks here, which Rupert's Wood are paying the penalty for. That's the correct language, I presume. Paying the penalty.
That's
They're
right.
getting the penalty for the.
Well, they're suffering
Judgment.
because Romsey got possession of the ball and they'll push it out to, I think it might have been Morrison out there at ground level. Now Rupert's Wood across centre half back. Just pulled out the putter there with the clearing kick there from Halliwell. And now Romsey will send the ball straight back in. About 35 metres out from goal. Johnson, he picks it up. He slips over and got too high.
Yes.
Avicii, when you do have a chance, mate, to around the ground scores in this in the RDFNL.
We got Kilmore 3-5-23, Trail Riddle 10-18-78, Rockbank 14-9-93, Lead Broadford 6-3-39, and Wooden Heskett 7-5-47, Trail Wallen 15-9-99.
Good work there, mate.
Some good play by Rupert's Wood, getting it out, defending and getting up the half-forward line, but there was nothing there, just Romsey players, and now the ball's been turned over.
The ball up towards centre wing again, towards Romsey's attacking zone. Slater takes a great mark. He's kicked 2 goals from around the goal square vicinity today. A big raking left foot kick up to a 2-on-1, and a free kick's paid to the man.
There's a lot of free kicks entered into the game in this last minute or couple of minutes, Chris.
Yeah, just
They're there.
That's right. They're by every stretch of the imagination, but I think players just not focusing on the skill level, and it's probably having a bit of a telling point in this one.
And it's been quite a contested game, hasn't it? We're into the last quarter, and maybe pressure and tiredness, and of course, for a lot of the players, they're coming back after a fortnight off.
Yeah, that's right. A few of them coming off as It's Mitch Wilson. He took a great mark and it was awarded a 50-metre penalty for late tackle. For a late bump. And he will kick it. I think that's about the 6th lead change here in this game as Rupertswood have hit the front again. What a game this is turning out to be. It's 13-8-86 to 13-6-84.
Well done, Rupertswood, in coming back. They needed that goal. It's a pressure goal, and they've got to sustain it. They've got to keep Romsey under pressure, and it's a great experience for the Rupertswood players at the moment, because they've got to learn against an experienced side like Romsey, even though they've got a few changes, Chris, the Romsey side. This is a great test for them, and they're holding up well. They're sitting, in 6th spot at the moment on the Riddle League and ladder, and Romsey's on top. Very, very important this next, quarter an hour, Jesse? Or less? 10 minutes?
It's just gone 11 minutes,
11
Doug,
minutes,
so
yep.
Depends on...
Time on.
Yeah.
All that, yep.
Pushing forward again, Streeter. He'll bomb the ball along up towards guess who. He's got pressure there from Gaunt. Now, a rare occasion where Davidson takes a mark. He obviously hasn't got Egan on him. I don't know what the situation is there, to be honest, whether Egan's
I
off
know
the
just a
ground.
moment ago, Egan was up on the half-back line.
So that's the one time that he's not on his man, and Davidson, who takes a mark deep in the left forward pocket. He's got to do a check side to kick this, and he kicks it. It's just that simple. What a goal! Wow. But the occasion that Egan isn't on Davidson, Davidson takes a mark and kicks a goal. And I think that's his... he's kicked how many today, Veach?
Matt Davidson has kicked 4 straights today, plus that one out of bounds on the full.
So, but I think that's his first mark and goal. First goal from a mark this afternoon. What a turnaround. This is goal for goal. It is now 90. It's 14-6-90 to 13-8-86.
And Dave Barry, what would you think be going through his mind? Vici, you've got a fair idea of how Dave thinks?
Just probably go back to just simple drills and all that stuff. I've noticed when they're going for like marking contests, there's been a few guys flying up. You know, you got to have the front and square if you can get that sweeper. But they've just lost their run.
Streeter has a shot at goal and he kicks a minor score.
He's been a valuable player to Romsey today, Streeter, as I mentioned earlier in the day.
That's right. In my opinion, obviously we've got to take it to the table, take it to the rest of the team, but I think he's been the best player on the ground.
He's been consistent in the forecourt. Well, not the full, all the full, but the plays today. He's been consistent.
Well, he's winning plenty of the ball here.
He's been getting it. He's been contesting. He's been there as an outside player as well as an inside player, Chris.
That's exactly right, and winning plenty of clearances. As Gillian takes a mark here on centre wing. Oh, good intercept there from Egan. Now he's got to just push forward because his man might take a mark, of course, better there in Davidson. The ball heads out of bounds. We'll see a throw in around about 30 metres out from the goal from Romsey, kicking to the right, and Rupertswood to the left.
Shannon Green's had a bit of difficulty getting into the game today. He's been there. I mean, it's hard to not be in the play today, but he not very much impact today.
Well, look who's on him at the moment. Egan's been moved on to him, so it's a big sacrifice to make for Rupertswood because Egan has completely dominated Davidson throughout the day as we see another ball up 30 metres out from goal.
And remember that no excuses for Romsey. This is not our game as commentators, but Brad Mitchell's loss, that's a big loss to Romsey.
Yeah, well, he could be out for a number of weeks. We're not too sure about the extent of the arm injury. Hopefully it's not as bad. You don't want to see any good player go down, especially in this great competition. Ball now goes forward here for Romsey. Umpire said touch, play on. Now Rupertswood through Podolzak, who's been out of it in the last quarter and a bit. Through Mitch Wilson out there on the outer side, up along the boundary line. Murphy, it ricochets off him and goes towards Austin.
Good defence here, Chris.
Just feeling Romsey have got a bit of momentum here.
Across that half-back line, they've been getting it there when the ball gets up there, and they've been defending well, and now they're on the offence and well on their way.
And Harrison will just go back and calmly kick this point. I guess you talk a man up there, Dougie, in terms of Shannon Green. Hasn't really been in it, and he's won a number of touches since then, mate.
Yeah,
so
the half-forward line of Rupertswood's a problem to them in this quarter.
That's right. I don't know. Lee Brennan is still on the ground after that heavy knock.
Yes, but it's out on the flanks.
Yeah, there's plenty of space up there if they can get a quick clearance. But Romsey have caused a turnover. It's 92-86.
Rupertswood haven't been able to get it down the corridor. They've had to, Romsey's forcing them out wide.
Romsey are playing the game on their terms.
that they're an experienced side. The strategy, Mark Peterson's coaching strategy drilled through the club, and it's a good test for Rupert's Wood, and they're doing well. They can win this game.
They can. But I think it's Ben Morrison who's got a shot at goal here for the Redbacks. He's about 40 metres out from goal. It'll go, it'll come off hands. That's a goal to Gillian. It's touched.
It's a touched.
It hit the post. And I think, does that go down a rush or a point to Ben Morrison? Veach, what do you think, mate?
It was off the boot, wasn't it?
Yeah, we'll give it to him.
Yeah, give him another point. He's kicked 2 goals around the board today. 7 points the margin. Probably the most crucial lead the Redbacks have had all afternoon. As we're not too far away from time on here in this final term. Gaunt on hands and knees.
Now, this is an important move for Rupert's Wood. What are they going to do with it? They
can't run into traffic, which Agnello nearly did there. Found Morris, who
now here's the experienced player coming out here.
Murphy finds Lee Brennan out to west. Out towards left half.
All right, they're on here, Rupert's Wood.
Podolzak pulls the trigger from 65. It's a vacant goal square. Kendall! A karate kick in midair! I wish I could do that at a standing start. By the time he got to that, I'm 6'2.5". His right foot went above that.
Well done.
What a goal!
Yes, well done. They got the opportunity out on the flanks we were talking about a couple of moments ago. The opportunity opened up. There was a player loose. They got it to him. Into the goal. Goal. Into the goal square. A goal.
For those who have seen the footage, I know Vici has been over the tapes a long time. Remember that goal that Daniel Wells kicked against Fremantle many years ago? And for those footy fans who have seen it, that is carbon copy of what we've just seen there. It was like remember the commentary there from BT, I think it was like a Jackie Chan out of midair. That's exactly what we saw.
And it was Chris Kendall who picked up that goal, was it?
Yep, that's exactly right. 92-93. The heart stopper here at Rupert's Wood. How long to go, Jess? Or how long?
2 against 1. That's not good. Come on, Rupert's Wood. You've got to have numbers up there.
Just gone 17 minutes, Chris.
Beautiful, Jess. Up towards half forward now. Rupert's Wood attacking zone. Green. He's just got to pick it up. Bumped off it there by Kendall. 55 metres out from goal. Kick there from Notman up towards centre wing. Oh. Good mark taken there by Halliwell. Centre wing out of side. Bring it out to the commentary side. We love it. Out towards half forward now. Over the pack. I think 3 Redbacks went up. Ball at ground level now.
Look at the Crummers.
Kick around the body.
Look at this.
Ben Brent.
Oh, the ball bounced away from him.
Oh, what a game. Romsey just pick it up. Ball goes up towards centre wing. I think it might have been Podolzak. He's wrapped up straight away. Ball slips out. Austin, he weasels his way out of that one beautifully. Out in front of the Romsey hierarchy now. There might be, well, that's a Romsey star anyway. Ball up towards half forward. And chopped off there by Rupert's Wood.
Dare I say it, it's not a time to give away any silly free quick kicks, is it, fellas? Very important stage, and you don't want to give away silly free kicks.
Murphy up to Lee Brennan. Oh! He's about 45 out on a slight angle. He would kick this.
And he's already kicked 5 today.
Mm-hmm. And just be mindful of a heavy knock that he copped in this term. This is to put them in front.
Yeah, it's good to see him up and about and shooting for goal.
Lee Brennan, the kick is on its way. It's a golden point. Ah. Scores a level anyway.
And
Willing. Now this is where Jess will become a prominent player in this broadcast. With how many moments or how many minutes gone?
Just 19 minutes, Chris.
19 minutes, and we've had 4 goals kicked for the quarter now. Ball at half forward here for Rupert's Wood, and we'll see a ball up. Just 4 goals kicked for the quarter.
And it's 93 each?
Yep. 14-9 apiece. Ball up in front of the Romsey hierarchy. Rucks go up. Henderson wins it down. Ball heads out towards the boundary line, and we'll see a throw in dead set centre wing. Will we see a draw here?
We could see a draw, and I think the only case in which Mark Pedersen's going to be happy with this quarter is if they win, because they didn't kick Romsey, didn't kick any points for the last 2 quarters, and now they've kicked 6. So they should be winning. They should be well in front. So he might get a bit cranky.
Actually, that's a really good point. The Romsey have kicked 2 goals, 6.
At West?
Oh, he does a cheap little kick there.
Just on the half volley.
Yep.
No, that's West.
Back to West again, up towards half forward. Wilson goes back with a fly to the ball for Romsey. At half back, defensive 30, up towards centre wing.
Where are the Crummers?
Who's
Where are
down?
the Crummers?
Halliwell.
Well done.
Good work there.
Rupert's Wood.
Halliwell for Rupert's Wood. Riley had to go in harder.
Oh, strength there.
His opposing number 10.
Blake Henderson.
Ball goes up towards Dawson. Good spoil there from Johnson. Good product of the Rolling Meadows Football Club. Ball now here to Newell. Up towards Davidson and Gaunt.
Oh.
Davidson soccers out of midair. And any score will do. And it goes through for a boundary throw in.
A lot of creativity attempted there by Matt Davidson.
He's trying anything. He's through the kitchen sink at that one and a few pots and pans. But he couldn't bring the 6-pointer down. Boundary throw in.
The
Left forward.
champion English striker with the ball out of midair. Very similar to what he was attempting, was it not?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Romsey need a point here or score. Anything will do. Davidson, guess who? Ball goes up. Uncontested mark here. Jess, how long?
Just gone 21 minutes, Chris.
21 minutes, 4 goals kicked for this term, so there won't be much time to go. Oh, almost a good attempt to mark there from Podolzak. Romsey will send the ball back inside the forward 50. Morrison, any score will do. Petroro on the boundary line, minor score.
And puts them 1 point in front.
Oh, well, maybe we won't see the draw here. 93 Rupert's Wood to 94. 21 and a half gone here,
Right.
final term.
Rupert's Wood have just got to keep the ball moving and take all the risks to win the game now.
They'll get a good chance. Wilson, good contest here at centre at half back. Ball now out towards the boundary line. Wilson of the other Mitch variety for Rupert's Wood. Good pressure here. Austin, Newell, he's wrapped up in the back. Free kick, Romsey, they should settle. Oh, hard stopping, jaw-dropping game of football here on Highlands FM. We got the big one. Harrison, he'll concede ground. They'll wind the clock here, Romsey.
Yes, now Romsey going back, so Rupert's Wood have got to go down the ground. They've got to go down the ground.
How long, Jess?
22 minutes, Chris.
Beautiful. Romsey still maintaining possession.
And they've got to get across there, the Rupert's Wood players. Numbers over to the ball.
1 point the margin in favour of the visitors. They'll head forward again. A bounce. Petroro, I think. It's Cesare, in fact. It's a goal and the sealer. Oh, what a special, spectacular goal and a finish by Cesare.
His second one of the day.
Oh, that's where you go.
Oh, sorry, that was Tesari. That
Tesari.
one, sorry, one. No, Petroro was the other. Sorry, Tesaro.
That'll be it.
Tesari.
100 to 93. Jess,
Just gone 23 minutes, Chris, so it can't be long now.
Veach, can they get back?
With the amount of time that they probably have left, they're probably about got a minute and a half, so I highly doubt it.
We've seen stranger things in football. This next centre clearance is vital, and Rupert's Wood will win it through Gaunt left foot kick. Didn't cover too much meterage. Heads out towards the boundary line here. A couple of redbacks and Harrison. The returning Harrison this afternoon. He finds Wilson defensive 30, and they'll settle it down. Kick up towards centre wing. Play goes up. Podolzak with the tap with a knockdown. Rupert's Wood here with some numbers. They'll push forward now through Jason Dunn. Up towards centre half forward now. Opportunity here from Agnello. He pumps the ball long.
The Romsey players have gone collided.
Oh, there's no talk. Tazari, he's wrapped up, gets a handball over the top. Now to Austin, they're safe here, Romsey. You'd think so.
Yes.
Ball up towards centre half forward to Dawson. Kick 5 of the best.
Aidan Tesari's work in the last couple of minutes has been very good, fellas.
It certainly has been. Davidson sees the ball out of bounds. We'll see a throw in.
That was an inspired goal he kicked, which could be the winning goal. And also then down on the back line defending, Aidan Tesari.
What a magnificent performance. How long, Jess?
24 and a half minutes, Chris.
24 and a half gone, 7 points the margin. Seconds remaining, if that. Ball at the back here. Streeter almost dispossessed. Green up and under. Umpire calls play on. Rupert's Wood, can they just create something? West knocked over. Ball at centre half forward now for Romsey. Riley, they've got to get going. That's Aaron Smith out there on the outer side. He's just got to pump the ball long towards Brennan of the Lee variety. He's got to go bang.
And it's 7 points down. If they get a point from this and the kick-off, they need a goal.
And
they
no
can't
score.
get it.
Fell just a metre or two short to Wilson, who took an uncontested mark for Romsey. He'll look to bring the ball out. He's taken 3. He might just go a 4th. He's having a picnic out there at the moment. He's had a great afternoon. Dawson, he takes the mark. Defensive 70 on his opposing number 1. This is a famous win for the Redbacks. If they can hold on. A big torpedo, as good as you'll see this afternoon. And we will see a boundary throw in.
Yes, straight down the line. Into touch nicely without a free kick being awarded against Romsey.
100 to 93. The Redbacks kick 3-7 for the quarter, as opposed to 2 goals, 1. That's it! That's it. What a victory for the Redbacks.
Yes, 14-9. The Rupert's Wood, and Romsey 15-10. So there we have it. Romsey have held on and have done well in the last quarter. They've kicked, as Chris said, 3 goals, 7 in the last quarter, which was the clincher to win the game. Rupert's Wood 14-7. So there we have it. Romsey, the favourites. A very, very good game, and well done to Rupert's Wood. They served the game up to Romsey all of the game, and there's no doubt about it. The Rupert's Wood Football Club has arrived in the Riddle District Footy League, and they're going to be giving every team that they play each week a run for their money. And well done, Rupert's Wood, and a good decision by the club to come across to the Riddle District Football League. They're going to do well. But Romsey, a club that we all respect, it has proved just a little bit too good in the finish. Even though they've had not their best team on the field, they've still been able to be very, very competitive and run out the winners. Vici.
Oh, it was a spectacular game to watch. I'm really amazed by the final outcome, as Chris has got someone over there.
We've got Angus Story with us. Congratulations on a great win, mate, by the boys.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, it's a good win in the end.
Yeah, you had a hard job on you. Which Brendan did you have today, mate?
I'm not too sure on which one it was, but the shorter one anyway.
How did you find it competing against this strong Rupert's Wood side?
Oh, it was pretty good, but in the end, come away with a win. Yeah, they had us they could have had us at half time and come out third quarter. So.
Magnificent, mate. And nice to see you sort of come further up the ground and get a few kicks as well. Your confidence is growing as a young footballer.
Yeah, it is growing as I get the games under my belt. But yeah, I like coming up the ground. It's better than sitting back there all day.
Beautiful, mate. Well, we think you're stiff not to be able to get a job at the Cannons, so we know Romsey are happy to have you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here.
Good on you, mate. Congratulations.
Well done. Chris Sheen talking with Angus Story, one of the young guns of Romsey.